Hello, this is Alfonso, and this is the second tutorial in the series of video tutorials where I'm teaching you how to create your own blog without writing a single line of code using an AI programmer. In the previous video, we created this simple blog template, but this blog is not real. If you click on it, you cannot actually open any of these items. So today we're actually going to be adding that ability to get inside an item. To do this, you could just continue writing here the next instructions to Towny, and that's totally fine. But I'm going to show you another feature that allows you to basically save this version in a place where you cannot basically erase it or modify it, make a copy, and then work on the copy. In case the copy went wrong, you can always scratch it and go back to this one. So that feature is called Forks, and to access it, first go here and click on View Details, and this is a page for internally inside your account managing what's called the Val, which is the website you've created. And here we're going to click on Fork. Okay. Now what we have is a separate blog. It has a different URL if you look at it, but it has the exact same code. And we can continue editing from here in a way that basically we won't screw up the previous one. Okay. So let's continue and let's give Towny some instructions. So have blog layout. I want now to make it so that if I click on an item, it opens full time. And now for the full time layout, I like this one that I saw here. I'm going to describe, I want a white background, a big bold title. Let's see what size they use here. Well, it's hard to read. I think, let's say 200 pixels or something like that. Big, bold title, full screen image, and then the text below. So for the, it's not full time, full screen. For the full screen layout, do the following. Start with a left aligned, big, bold title, using Anton, but with 200 pixel size. Then have a full width image preview, and below the image show the blog text. And then this time we'll use a white background. We gave a bunch of instructions to the AI here, and sometimes it can get stuck when you give too many. Let's see if it goes, if it works. If it didn't, sometimes you can try to fix it by describing what it got wrong. Or the other thing I may recommend is that you break it down into smaller instructions. You ask it maybe first to create the screen, and then the layout afterwards. But let's see, it's possible it worked. Okay. Yeah, it actually seems to be working. Let me open this in a full screen. First blog post. And it's pretty fast too. I actually really like this style. Very cool. Cool. The next thing I'm going to do is, well, it seems like this content is not that big, so it's hard to actually evaluate it. So I'm going to ask it to extend the content of all of these to 3 paragraphs or something like that. If you take a look at this, it's telling you what it's actually doing. So here you see, okay, I'm making some changes in the content line. Red is what it's removing, green is what it's adding. And this can also help you sometimes, like if you want to learn how to code, kind of understand visually what's actually changing. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is pretty cool. However, I see an issue here, right? There's no paragraphs. It's all in a single one. So let's correct that. There's an issue. The blog content answers in a single paragraph with no breaks in between. Please fix it. If you explain the issue with clarity, it typically analyzes the code and figures out what's wrong very quickly. See, it apologizes. It's a very polite bot. And it figured out what they have to do. Awesome. That worked pretty good. One last thing I'm going to do is change this font. I don't like it as much. So let's say, can you pick more modern typography for the blog? Sometimes the AI doesn't have that much class or style. So this is a hit or miss. If it didn't work out, let's give it a try. But then what I would recommend is to do what I did before and go to Google Fonts and pick the font yourself. Oh shoot, it screwed up and changed the title. But you know, I like this one. Let's see how this gets previewed here. Okay. I like the new. Perfect. There you go. So by the end of this tutorial, you have a blog that now actually shows not only a layout, but the blog contents. And I would say it looks pretty good for having been written in 10 minutes. Now, there's a problem with this blog, which is all the blog content is hard-coded. It's not stored in a database. In the next 1 or 2 videos, I'll show you how to retrieve the content dynamically, again, without writing any line of code, so that you can actually write new blogs and it updates dynamically. Stay tuned.